Good morning, Concord Middle School 8th grade science students. The topic for today, as you can see, are FAQs, or frequently asked questions. I'm waiting for anyone to arrive. I know I'm on early. However, that's me. I like to be early. So let me fix my hair. There's a guest. Hello, guest. I'll wait for a couple. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Noah. So the title of today is Frequently Asked Questions. So you filled out a survey, and many of you had questions. Yay. And so I actually copy and pasted all the questions on a document, and then I printed the document. So today, I hope to answer those frequently asked questions. But before I begin, what I want to say, it has to do with the unit test, which isn't going to really be counted, and we're going to use it for data. And, as teachers, we want to see how effective we are, and hopefully we're good. Hi, Gregory. Welcome. And welcome to the fourth person that's here. So let's get started right away with the announcement that I'll make. What we're going to do is I'm going to hold a live review Thursday and Friday for the test. And then on Monday, you will start taking it. Only spend 20 minutes and then click save for later and then take it the next day. And we'll keep it open. And then when you're finished, you're done. So we're going to be keeping it open so that you spend no more than 20 minutes a day taking the test, and then you're done. So, but tomorrow I'll review via YouTube Live, and I will do it 2 days, Thursday and Friday. So, keep those questions coming, because the more questions you ask, the better I can be as your teacher. So let's start with the frequently asked questions. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. Hi, Kaya. Good to see you guys. So here we go. Still fixing my hair. Sorry, you guys. It's the hair. All right. So here's the first question. And I think this is one of the most asked questions. Actually, there were 3 questions that were asked a lot. So hopefully I'll answer all those. The first one has to do with the project. Well, they mostly all do with the project. The first question that I'll address is, will we have time in class when we get back to put our project together? The answer is yes, you will. Okay. You will have time in class to put it together, not to start it, not to finish your research, because that's what should be done now, and you should have, be working on it throughout this entire time. And then you'll have time when you get back to put it together if you still have a partner, or you just want to do something when you get back to school for the final touches on your project. So keep that in mind. In my class, you will have time to put it together. Oh, hi, Hannah. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. No, you're going to have more than a class, not 10 minutes, you guys. This is special circumstances. Of course, I've got to be. This is different, you guys. I've got to give you time to do what you need to do, okay? You don't have a weekend of being together. This isn't like a snow day. This is the real deal, okay? So you'll have time to do that. So that answers like a slew of people's questions. The next question has to do with when is it due? And it's not going to be due right away. We haven't talked as 8th grade teachers. We initially had a due date, but we pushed it out. So it's going to be due several days. If we come back on a Tuesday, let's say it's due the following Monday. So you know what? It's not going to be due 2 days out. And if my colleagues decide that, I'm going to hold to what I promise you, okay? You'll have time, but you shouldn't wait to start it then. Take advantage of this time. Thank you. All right. The next question is, will this still count as a quiz grade? It will, but for the new term. And you know what? I got to be honest with you guys. the grading is going to be fairly easy because these are special times. And we've got to realize that you're going to make do with what you have. You're going to be creative, and many of you have been creative. Good for you. I'm proud of you. You got to realize I brag about you to my mom all the time. She's like wowed that you guys are concerned about school and are showing up. So, hey, I'm the lucky one, right? I have you as my students. Um, Another person asked about a website, a good website that you can use for a project. This is not a frequently asked question, but just to help out that person. Google Sites. I cannot tell you how easy that is to work with. I actually created a website for my mom's. She had a big, huge birthday, and people from all over the country were coming to my mom's birthday. I created a Google Sites in like an evening with links to wherever I wanted them to link to not that crazy. And this was 3 years ago. So, but Google Sites is the place to go if you want to create a website. And I see a lot of you are doing that. And Jamie, that Playfactal website that you found, that's the website I use for your Jeopardy games that I do with you guys. So good find. You're showing good resolve. There's also one that's free that's called, Jeopardy Labs, okay? And that's also free. Let's see. What do you do with my bib? Well, you create a project on my bib and you share it with me. And my bib sends me like that I've been added to a project. And what I do is I create a label in Gmail. My dog, he's jealous of the fact that I'm talking to you guys. Anyway, back to this. But it creates a label and it in Gmail that's called my bib, and bam, I'm on it. Okay, so that's as easy as that. Don't worry about turning in your digital sites yet. Just continue to work on them. In about a day or two, I'll create something in the classroom where you can upload any digital projects when you're complete. But if you want to still do some finishing touches on it, that's good. And I'll create that. Papers that you're creating, you know what? I'll let you know when to turn it in. You might want to bring it in the day we come back so you can work on it a couple of days and a day or two in the class. I don't know how many days I'm giving, but at least one day I'm giving you to work in the classroom. And then, but don't worry, it's going to be really low key, casual, not casual, but I am expecting you to do your best, but it's not, this is special times. So I've got to be more understanding of the hardships that you guys are going through right now with all the classes, and this is different. Never in anyone's lifetime, including my mom's, has this ever happened. So we got to do that. I know he is driving me crazy. Briggs, we cannot count any of this. Oh my God, Rocky. Okay, I'm sorry. This is a commercial break. Here you go. Come here, Rock. Come on. Come on. No. Since you're going to make noise, you've got to show your face. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. You just put your. All right, so now go chase the ball. Anyway, that's all he wanted me to do was throw the ball. Anyway, so we're going to make note that you're doing this. We are also making note of kids who haven't been doing anything, because we will be contacting them, because this is not a vacation. Thank you. He's the love of our life. We've had him since he was 2 months old. The first time I saw him, he was a month old. I can't believe, he's our family guy. So another question I got is about the my ideas part of your card. This is what you got, information you got from what you've read and what you paraphrased, how it will lead you to what you do on your project. So it's a note for yourself. So go ahead and do that. And, oh, thank you guys. You guys are so special. Just make sure you do that. And and make sure everything on the card is complete. You can add your citations that you get from MyBib to the end of your project whenever it's due. So if you're doing something digitally, it could be your last page. If you're doing something that's physical, like a poster or a 3D model of something, put it on the back, okay? As long as you give credit where credit is due, that would be great. How do you share? Okay, I did say, how do you share MyBib with me? When the project's due, will you have time to work on it in class? And that's been the three questions, if I put them in categories, that I think will cover everything. Someone asked me to make a timeline with tentative due dates. With the way things are going, you guys, I don't even know when, right now we think April 7th, but as you can see that the cases of COVID-19 flu is spreading. And so that's why I'm not being hard and fast on a due date. Just know that we'll give you some time after we get back at school to finish it up, work on it, and we'll give you a few days before it's due. It's not going to be due right away. Oh my God. I know you guys miss each other, and I can tell. And that was what I saw. Some of your things that you found hard was not being with your school community, and I'm so aware of that. So those are some of the things that I wanted to make sure you heard. Hey, Natalie. All right. Oh, this is so good to see you guys. It's getting to be a regular community that shows up every day. So what I want to say for those, hi, Ines, it's so good to see you. What I want to tell everybody is, if you didn't hear it from the beginning, oh God, Rocky. Okay, there you go. All right, so what I wanted to say that I said at the beginning is, tomorrow and Thursday and Friday, I will be reviewing for the unit test, which will not count against you and for you, but it gives us data on how well I taught it. Eek. I hope I taught well. And it's not going to be Friday. We're going to do it Monday. We're going to start Monday, because looking at the length of the test and knowing how some of you really and truly like to take your time, we're going to give you a 20-minute limit, save for later, go in the next day, save for later, until you get it done. All right. This isn't going to, just like you had as much time as you needed when you took it in my class, you're going to have as much time as you need when you take it at home. But please don't log out of it, because then you'll have to start all over again to complete the test. I hope this answered all your questions, and I hope I answered all the questions that were on the Google form. Let me make sure. When the project's due, when you present, if you remember, we're going to have it museum style, where you walk around and actually get a chance to view and look at the projects. Okay. Hey, Beth, I don't know about MCAS. They haven't said anything about MCAS. So you'll know when I know what is happening on Friday test. We already answered that. Hey, Gregory, do you know off the top of your head how many questions are on the test? Notice I immediately looked up like I can see the top of my head. I think about 25-ish or so questions. And, remember all these stuff about, the different, how you could tell the atmosphere, which was a thick atmosphere, which wasn't a thick atmosphere. But come to my review. I will also have some more study things for you to fill out. And I made some purpose games today that kind of covers some of it. Purpose games doesn't allow me to put pictures, so that's why there were no pictures. The next thing I make for tomorrow will have pictures, so that you can have an idea. Oh yeah, I remember. I'm supposed to know when it's a NEEP a full neap and spring tide. I need to know, which planet has a thick atmosphere based on, that diagram that we had in the last test. So all that information we've done in the past, all those papers I gave you, sorry I couldn't give you back the other two. What I can do is open up, that's too many quizzes and you'll get confused. I'll try to figure out, you know what, I'll make them PDFs so that you can look at them and maybe fill them out. I think that would be easier for you. Oh, wow. We're not in, Beth. Let me give you a place where you can turn in your project, and that way everybody will turn it in all in the same place. Let's see, hopefully it's a Gmail notification. Hopefully it's not from the superintendent going, oh yeah, anyway, it's not important. Sniff, sniff. Goodbye. Goodbye. I see that, okay, I've got 3 minutes and change. So any more questions? And I hope I answered all the questions you had on the Google form. Let me go back to my list. They all have to do with either my bib, when it's due, how to turn it in, what will happen to your posters at school. I think they'll be at school when we get back. The only people that are in there are the custodians, and they're cleaning the school top to bottom with Lysol. The virus can only live a few days, but after that it needs a host, and if there's no host, it won't survive. You know what? That's a good question. Tara asked, will you and your partner get the same grade? And I think, in all fairness, if you and your partner work equally, I think you should get the same grade. And I'm thinking positive that the grade's going to be like 100, not negative like the grade's going to be like 30. So let's go ahead and say yeah for right now, unless there's a huge disparity in the amount of work. Like one person did it all and the other person just, everybody's retracting their messages. And everybody else is like, just watching, okay? What if we didn't work equally? That's a good question. Like I always tell people, you got to send me email because, in college, there is no such course as mind reading, being able to foresee the future. We depend on you guys to come up confidentially and let us know. And, and it's also a good message. It's a good lesson for you guys to pick your partners wisely. It's okay to say no. Okay. No, there will be no open response. We're only giving part 1 of the test, which is the pre-test that you took way back at the beginning of the year. This is the pre-test, post-test. So there will be no open response. There'll be straight up, it'll be straight up multiple choice and multiple matching, those kinds of things. Ana Gracia and I did the research together, but we decided, no, the research part, you guys both got the same grade, and I hope you're happy with it because I know you know what it is. The other part, you'll work independently and you'll get your grade, Natalie. So I will break your grades apart now that you are no longer partners. But for the research part, yes. For everything after that, you get your own grade and she gets hers. So we're down to 38 seconds and counting, you guys. So again, any more questions? I really like being able to answer this in the format. Tomorrow I will review part 1 for the unit test. Remember, you're going to have as much time as you need to take it. Do it for 20 minutes. Save for later. Then do it the next day for 20 minutes. Save for later. If it takes you that long to do it, do it. I've got 2 seconds. Goodbye, everybody. Be safe. Take care of yourself. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye. Goodbye. Oh.